Are you listening? Damn.
Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back. If you're new here, then welcome. And today, I've got an interesting video for you guys. So if you've not been paying attention, the FifPro World 11 was announced yesterday by FIFA, which is obviously supposed to be the 11 best players in the world of 2019. Now, after seeing it, I thought I would share my thoughts with you guys and just give a slight reaction and maybe almost a justification as to why some of the players made it into the team and why some people might have missed out, and who I think was robbed of a place in this year's team of the year. So what I'll do is I'll make a new squad. Also guys, this is sort of an early chance for you guys to see who you can expect to see in the team of the year this year as well. And I'll be honest with you guys, you can expect some really good players. I'm trying to think which formation will be best for this. We'll go with this. Okay guys, coming in first in goal is Alisson Becker. Now, I just want to say guys, Alisson had a fantastic season last year, and he fully deserves to be in there. He obviously won the Champions League with Liverpool, he won the Copa America with Brazil, and during the Premier League season in the 38 games he kept 21 clean sheets. Now I know he had a fantastic defence, his team were amazing all round, but he did make some key saves, and that without a doubt fully deserved. No one deserved to be in this team more than him, in my opinion. Next on the list we have Matthijs de Ligt. Okay guys, so again, de Ligt just had a great season. He obviously only being, I think, 19 or 20 years old now, had a fantastic season in the Eredivisie, helped Ajax to winning that. He also got to the Nations League final with the Netherlands. He played a huge part in that, and he was fantastic for the whole tournament. He won the KNVB Cup, which is essentially the FA Cup in the Netherlands. He was also in the semi-final of the Champions League. Now they're all team accolades, so some of his personal accolades are he was in the Champions League squad of the season, as well as the Nations League team of the tournament as well. So a huge season for him. He's definitely one to watch for the future, definitely someone that could go on to be one of the best centre-backs in the world in a few years. I don't doubt it at all. Anyway guys, next on the list we have this man. Doesn't need much explanation at all. Virgil van Dijk. I mean, unreal. To anyone who's ever watched a game of Liverpool's when he's been playing, you understand that this guy's an absolute animal. Almost looks like it's a man playing among boys. Played fantastic in the Champions League and the PL. Obviously took Liverpool to second in the Premier League, alongside some help obviously from Salah and Mane, but he was a huge part of that. He obviously won the Champions League with Liverpool, with his obviously teammate Alisson, and he also got to the Nations League final as well as de Ligt, in that Netherlands team, where again he was playing really well and he was pretty much vital to their success. One of his personal accolades being that he won the Premier League Player of the Year for 2018-19. So yeah, like I said, not much explanation necessary there. Next on the list is Sergio Ramos. So I'm not going to say much about him for now, because I'm going to throw in the three almost questionable decisions for this team. All three being from Real Madrid. The first one being Ramos, second one being Marcelo, and the third one being Luka Modric. So all I'll say is personally, I don't think any of these three deserve to be in the team. Apart from Marcelo winning the Copa America, where he had not much involvement, none of them have had international success. None of them have won any trophies, outside of the Copa America, of course. Now, I understand that for these three players, goals and assists don't really mean much, but Modric obviously being a creative, almost a deep laying playmaker, he only got 6 assists and 1 goal across the whole of the La Liga season. Sergio Ramos, well, he scored 6 goals, 11 in all competitions, and did play okay at times, but again, just for me, not good enough to be in the team of the season, team of the year. But I mean, he's one of them people that have been in it for so many years now, and he's almost the face you can expect to be in there, whether it's deserved or not. The next player is Marcelo. So, like I said, Marcelo did win the Copa America. Didn't have much involvement, but he was part of the Brazil squad. He scored 2 goals and got 2 assists as an attacking fullback, almost a wing back, for Real Madrid, in a team that classically scores so many goals. He didn't have much involvement, and it was definitely below par for him last year. Like I said, Real Madrid didn't win anything. They really did struggle in La Liga, and they were nothing of note. So personally, for me, these three should not be in here, especially compared to the 3 people that I'm going to compare them to in a short while, after I've been through the rest of the team. But yeah, guys, for me, definitely undeserved. Next player is another young Dutch player. That's going to be Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong had a fantastic season again, obviously alongside his former teammate Matthijs de Ligt. He got to the Nations League final alongside the 2 big defenders. He also made it to the Champions League semi-final along with de Ligt, where they went on a fantastic run as part of the Ajax team. And he also won the Eredivisie and the KNVB Cup as well as de Ligt, really. Obviously, all these being team accolades. De Jong obviously played really well, earned himself a massive money, £65 million move to Barcelona, where I'm sure he's going to be really, really successful, already showing off how good he is. But yeah, guys, I think De Jong being in the team is fully justified. Maybe there are some players that deserve it slightly more, but you can't knock De Jong and say that he didn't deserve to be in it. Anyway, next up, the final midfielder is going to be Eden Hazard. So I am a huge Chelsea fan, and I can tell you that I was so happy to see him in the team, because I understand how vital he was to all the success Chelsea had last year. He was unreal. He scored 16 goals, got 15 assists. He was involved in about half of Chelsea's goals last season as a team, so it just goes to show how well he played. He was in the Premier League team of the season. He was obviously Chelsea's player of the year. That was never going to be in doubt, and just played so well all year. Absolutely, undoubtedly deserved. Obviously, some of his accolades. So he finished 3rd in the Premier League with Chelsea, which was a miracle. Without him, don't know where we would have ended up. It's visible this season that we're a completely different team without him, and he obviously earned that massive move to Real Madrid. After not only carrying Chelsea to 3rd in the Premier League, but winning the Europa League with Chelsea as well. He was a huge part of our performance in that final, where he scored 2 goals. So yeah, for me, without a doubt, deserves to be in this team. Coming up next, someone who really doesn't need me to do any explaining for him, but I'm going to anyway. Lionel Messi. What to say about this man? 51 goals and 22 assists in 50 games last year. He contributed nearly 75 goals in 50 games. Like, comprehending that for me is just incredible. And he is such a phenomenal player. Deserves to be in this team every year. Obviously won Player of the Year. Well, FIFA's the best award. And I mean, them stats alone, regardless of the accolades, for me, should put him in with a shout of winning that. And obviously, he did win La Liga with Barcelona last year. He did reach the semi-final of the Champions League, where perhaps Barcelona should have beaten Liverpool, but they did bottle it. Can't put that solely on him. He did his job. He obviously scored 2 goals in that first leg to give them that 3-0 advantage. And yeah, as I said, he won La Liga. Now, the other thing that people tend to complain about with Lionel Messi is the international struggles, but personally, although yes, some of the blame should be put on him, I think his team has always underperformed, and the blame shouldn't just be put on him. As good a team as Argentina have got, you definitely can't put all the blame on him, and I really wouldn't. But yeah, guys, without a doubt, just deserves to be in this team, and 100% deserves to win the best award as well. Okay, so next on the list is going to be the young Frenchman Kylian Mbappe. Again, someone who doesn't really need much explanation. Scored a huge number of goals last year. Although it might have been in the Farmers League, you can only really beat what's in front of you. And although he struggled in the Champions League, he didn't at all struggle in League 1, Liga. He scored 39 goals and 17 assists across all competitions last year in 43 games. He won the Liga, he won the French Super Cup, and obviously he was a top scorer in the league as well. To say he's still about the same age as me, it's just insane. Absolutely incredible for a player that age to be putting up numbers like that regardless of the league. And again, just another player that completely deserves to be here. There aren't many people that you could probably choose over him to be in this team. And finally, we're going to round off with, I mean, I'd assume you all already know who it's going to be, and not that Ronaldo. Although I'm sure he also deserves to be in the World 11 for multiple years. It's going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. So again, he just doesn't need much explanation. His impact on the field, regardless of his stats, is unreal. Absolutely incredible player. To say how old he is now, to say he's still doing it, although he struggled a little bit this season. Last year he was fantastic. Contributed 21 goals and 8 assists to Juve winning the Italian Serie A, and he also won the Italian Super Cup. He won the Nations League with Portugal, of course, where he played great. Had a hat-trick in the build-up to that final as well. An all-round unreal year for him. I'm sure he'll have plenty more, even though he is aging a little bit. I'm sure he's got 2 or 3 more years of just fantastic numbers and fantastic performances for us all, and I can't wait to see what he's got on show for us for this coming year. Now, as I said, guys, there are 3 players in this team that I feel like don't really deserve to be here: Sergio Ramos, Marcelo, and Luka Modric. So obviously that means we need 3 replacements: 2 defenders and a midfielder. So the first defender that I feel like should have been in there is Trent Alexander-Arnold. I mean, he had a fantastic season last year with Liverpool. Again, with Van Dijk, with Alisson. Won the Champions League, second in the Premier League. So many clean sheets for him. He was involved in keeping 12 clean sheets in 29 appearances last year. And in them 29 appearances, he got 12 assists playing as a fullback. Guys, a majority of the midfielders in the Premier League won't end up with that many assists. We were just talking about how incredible it was that Hazard got 15 assists playing as a winger and sometimes a centre forward for Chelsea. Trent as a fullback got 12 assists, and not only that, he has a real defensive presence as well. But yeah, to say that he can do that on the front foot in a great attacking Liverpool team, it just shows how good he is. And at his age, again, he might have missed out this year. I don't see him missing out that much in the years to come. The second defender that I feel like missed out is another Liverpool player, and it is Andrew Robertson. Andy Robbo, again, just a phenomenal attacking and defensive season for him last year. Helped Liverpool towards the CL, as did Trent, as did Virgil, as did Alisson. He was involved in 19 clean sheets, I believe, last year, as he played every game of the Premier League season. He also got 11 assists, and again, you know, we're talking about players like Modric as a central midfielder, Hazard as a winger, 6 assists for Modric, 15 for Hazard, 11 for Andrew Robertson as a fullback. Again, for someone that is such a great defender, it's incredible the amount of presence he has going forward and the amount of threat he carries in his ability to cross the ball, to play passes forward. And yeah, these two for me 100% undoubtedly deserve to be in this team. Now, the midfielder that I feel like missed out, and I'm sure many people agree with me on this one, it is Bernardo Silva. So Bernardo Silva is someone where you can talk about his stats, but they don't really do him justice as a player. Absolute workhorse, whether he was played in midfield by Pep or whether he was played on the wing. He doesn't stop running, helps out the defence, picks up the ball deep, and he's able to charge at defenders. He's able to win the ball back, and he did it on countless occasions for City last year. He ended up as Man City's Player of the Year, and obviously he won the Premier League. So, you know, to be the Player of the Year of the Premier League winning team, you have to be doing something right. And especially in comparison to Luka Modric, I mean, the man really does deserve to be in this team for me. And he was really unfortunate to miss out. Obviously he won the Nations League with Cristiano Ronaldo. Many people might argue that he was the star of the show. He did really perform for Portugal as well as Man City last year. And like I said, the numbers, you could talk about them, you know, 7 goals, 7 assists in the Premier League, but they don't really do what he does justice. And I think without watching him play, you can't really appreciate how amazing he is as a player. But yeah, guys, that's my opinion. So just to show you, if I was to decide the who won, I don't know which formation's going to be best. If I was to decide who was going to be in this team, it would be the team would look like that. And I think the majority of people would probably agree with that. There are probably a few other players that might have deserved to be in here, maybe Quagliarella, who actually outscored Ronaldo in the Serie A last year. Didn't have the same accolades though. And you know, I just feel like this team right here was a team that performed the best as individuals, as it is individual awards at the end of the day, and they all had a fair amount of team success as well. Anyway, guys, if you've got any opinions on anything that I've said today, if there's any players that you feel like I missed out on, any things that I got wrong in your opinion, then, you know, of course, you know, the comments box is below, please let me know. But yeah, guys, if you're liking the content, hit the like button. As I said, this is a preview to Team of the Year. Some of these players will make fantastic Team of the Year players, and I can't wait for that. But for now, guys, like the video, subscribe for more content, and for now, I am out. Take care, guys.